All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. PITW with Ahaya, Ahaya. Peace in the wilderness with the I am that I am. I love that. The I am that I am. Sister Deborah is coming with a wonderful message regarding the steps that Yah has ordered. The steps that Yah has ordered. And in this message, it is something that you should also put in your backpack, your spiritual backpack. Live and die with what I'm about to speak on today. That's how powerful this message shall and will be. And it's covering something from the kingdom. Okay. First and foremost, because a lot of us is really caught up in many things on the earth, not having what you call sense enough to realize or to understand the things that's in the heavens that was, that is, and that shall be on the earth. Just a quickie came to me about Solomon. See, what Solomon learned was what was under the sun. He didn't grip that which was in the kingdom. You see what I'm saying? He got the information that was under the sun. Hello in the live chat. It's good to see you. And the reason why Solomon only was limited because he only could understand the things under the sun. Mm-hmm. And everything there were under the sun, he mastered it. And what I mean, he mastered it in an order in which the Most High had given it to him to master. Okay? So him knowing what was under the sun is not that he knew what was above the sun in the kingdom. Only that which is under the sun. So the good thing about Solomon, that's why it's very important that people read the whole book of Ecclesiastes, because what Solomon is saying is very powerful to me, because Solomon is telling us what to expect under the sun. And the number one thing Solomon was saying ain't, don't y'all look for nothing to be worth anything. Woo, Solomon, I feel you under the sun. That's what his message left you all information regarding not taking the things under the sun and applying them for anything eternal. And you know what else? Anything that you would say righteous and just and upright. Perfect. That's what that's his message to you all. And you know what? Being a prophetess in the wilderness where I'm taught from the level of the Ruach, I am full understanding that that is something that he was telling the people that has went over and beyond the common sense or the basic understanding on the earth. Because he came to tell us to not look at nothing under the sun to be nothing. And we'd have made everything under the sun all that answer. We did the opposite. We did exactly the opposite. And it kind of, when I said the opposite, I think about Yeshua when he told, when he did something, he told them, don't tell no one. And I'm like saying, you're telling them not to tell no one because you know that they will. Not because you know that they won't. He said, you're right. I'm telling them not to tell because I already know they're going to. You see? So when you see Solomon, his thing were to build Yah a temple because David didn't have the time. He was out there fighting wars. Solomon built the Father a temple on the earth, a place of worship. Okay? And in the process of it, he was to preach to you all things under the sun. And I think he done an excellent job, a perfect job. And listen to what I'm going to say. To where people here on the earth got caught up from the floor up in the materialistic things that he got caught up in instead of the things in which he came down here for. Deborah, you going to make this message real good, ain't you, Deborah? You finna make this message real good. Solomon's whole ideal of coming here and being the king was to take what David didn't do, and that was to build the Father a temple, and to preach what? The things under the sun. He wasn't preaching the things in the kingdom, y'all. He was teaching you what was under the sun. And what was under the sun? The things heaven had orchestrated. For what? The things under the sun. So just look at Solomon. His mission was to come and tell us, don't get caught up on this earthly, because it's vain and it's vast, it's worthless. One go and the other one pick up, and that one go and another one pick up. It's all worthless. It's vanity, it's vast. But the people today, oh, he had 5 wives, so we can have 5 wives. I mean, he had 300 wives, so we can have 300 wives. He had all the gold. See, their focus was on what they missed. And that's why they screwed up today. They didn't see that what was he in the bosom of the Father? He was a preacher. To preach what? The wicked that was on the earth wasn't worth a dime. Now, if I can learn, if I'm not me learning, that means, let me not say me learning, but if y'all could show me these things when I was a little girl, and I really love Ecclesiastes, I love Solomon's message, because Solomon says a lot of things that I'm saying today, but I'm saying it for the realm of today, and he was saying it to the realm of yesterday. He was a preacher. And I noticed Solomon wasn't saying things in the kingdom, like Sister Deborah is pulling the kingdom all the way down to you. I'm bringing the kingdom as far as Yah want you to have the kingdom right in the midst of your face, and you still can't see it. So I'm thinking of Solomon. Solomon, you didn't have to bring the kingdom. They still couldn't see it. You sat there over and over and over and told them all the things under the sun was vain and vast and worthless. And here today, they take everything under the sun and make it something that it is not, even to the point where it is an idol, and they worship it over Yah. They would rather look at Solomon having 300 wives, knowing a man couldn't do nothing with 300 wives, but they don't care. It's not in them about what he can do with it. They just like to talk about something that's vain and vast and worthless, instead of using what he was preaching. He was a preacher. Did y'all know that? Yes. What Solomon? Hold up, Solomon. What was you coming to preach, baby? The things that was under the sun. So the people, even in your days, Deborah, would know that it's still vain and vast and worthless. Don't get caught up in the things under the sun. That's what Solomon came to do for you all. And it went straight between your head, over your head, somewhere on down yonder. And I'm saying that to say this message in which I'm finna bring forth is so powerful, because it opened up a door, and y'all let me walk on in. I love that. Bam! He let me walk on in. And I was like, thank you, Father. Because it ain't none of my business. But he did share it with me. He opened my eyes, opened the door, and said, come on in. And I loved it. Because now, even in this journey in which I am on, I can run on with the assurance everybody ain't making it. Everybody is not going. He never said they would. And he has not assigned it. Okay? So we're going to talk about the steps that Yah has ordered. Okay? And we ain't going to make it you saying what you ordered. Because what has happened, we done got so rooted in our flesh to where we can't see nothing spiritual. And then when you can't see nothing spiritual, do y'all know you can't see Yah? You really can't see him. So see, this is why they say they said it probably less than about 8 or 9 years ago. All people are always spiritual and spiritual. Without the spiritual, there is no natural. Because the spirit that breathed the breath into you and gave you the breath, that spirit, gave you a spirit, that spirit. So why is everything on the earth about everything outside of spirit? Does it make any sense? They don't. Today, nothing don't have to make sense because they don't want no sense to be sense. Okay? And it's okay because Sister Deborah realized something when he opened the door and he said, Deborah, come on in. And when I went in, I said, you know I knew that, didn't you? He said, yep, but it's a question that you have always had. I'm going to give you the answer. So at the end of this message, I'm going to open that same door he opened for me. I'm going to open for you. So get your pen and piece of paper, and also know that this message must be a message to go into your spiritual backpack. This is truly food for the spirit. Let's start off with Psalms 37. Psalms chapter 37 and verse 23 through 24. Psalms chapter 37, verse 23 and 24. What we're going to talk about is not so much as what you think we're going to talk about. See, because one thing a lot of people don't know, let me not get ahead of myself. Let me just go by the steps that he has given me here. Okay. So when we get to Psalms 37 and verse 23 to 24, it says, the steps of a good man are ordered by Yah. You see that? The steps. That means each and every last one of an individual's steps of a good man, it is ordered by Yah. Can you actually get a pizza delivered or U-Haul to come out to help you if your car stops if you don't order a tow or if you don't order a pizza? So who's ordering the pizza? You. Who's ordering the tow? You. The steps of a good man is ordered by the Most High Yah. Why we want to make ourselves think that our steps are our own and we rule, we king and queen, we got it, we got this here. Nobody tell me what to do. I got one life, I can live it. You don't run nothing but your bowels. Okay, so here it is, Psalms 37, verse 23. The steps of a good man, and I like the S, because it's not never. Yah would never order you one step, because that would say you will come in and you will go out instant. And instant could be one day, a few days, but when Yah order your steps, okay, of a good man, he's ordering it from the kingdom, not from the earth. So no, it didn't take your mama and daddy to lay down and have you. That's a lie from the pit of a dark, dark hell. Okay? Just gonna tell it like it is, y'all. Tell the truth and stop the lying. That's not how you got here when he's sitting here telling you, I knew you before you was in your mother's womb. I predestined and ordained you before the foundation of the world. Wait a minute, Father. They still don't get that. It ain't meant for you to get it. Because you're not the one that he ordered the steps of a good man. Ooh, Deborah, you gonna get yourself in trouble tonight. So verse 24, Psalms 37 and verse 24. Though he fall, listen to what he says. No. He said, go back. He said, go back. He said, go back. He said, go back. Okay. Now I got to go back. Psalms 37 in verse 23. Now I have to go back, y'all. He told me to go back. Psalms 37 in verse 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by Yah. That's one thing. And see how you don't rule nothing? You see how y'all want to run around here and make somebody think that you got this all in control. You got the A to Z, and you ain't even moved from A. And ain't realized you haven't moved nowhere. Now, notice in verse 23, it says, and. This is why he took me back. Why? Because instant, I'm so moved, anxious to get to the core of this message. I'm about to skip the first verse, which is 23. Notice it says, and he delight in his way. Can someone tell me what is that saying? Anybody in the live chat? When it says in Psalms 37, verse 23, and he delighted in his way. Nobody can answer that. Psalms 37, verse 23. The reason why he told me to back up, because not only did I miss that part, I even have it highlighted. Delight in his way. What's going on there, y'all? No one knows? Psalms 37, verse 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by Yah, and he delight in his way. Okay, someone says Yah delight in the good man way. Please to follow the Most High guidance. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Now let me ask y'all something. Now we're going to play a little bit here. We're going to have some fun tonight. Let me ask you something. When I look in there, and that's why I just got in trouble. Y'all didn't notice I just got in trouble. I did. I got in trouble because I went on ready to go to 24 and he said, back that thing up. Someone said he's pleased, satisfied. Okay, he's pleased and satisfied. Y'all almost got it. Y'all almost got those. You almost got walking in the brands. Okay. Can y'all help me here? I need some help right here. And y'all might think Sister Deborah is playing. I really do. Because I can be wrong. Somewhere along the line, when I wrote that verse down, I began to look at 23, and it says, and he delighted in his way. As if Yah delighted in the steps in which he had ordered. Could that be true? Don't say that because Sister Deborah is saying it. I'm just telling you that's just something I'm looking at, and I'm like saying, who are you delight in? Just as two people said, he's pleased. He's satisfied. So the steps is what we're focusing on that Yah ordered. So if Yah ordered the steps, is it a possibility with no doubt, none whatsoever, that he's delighting in the steps he did order for this individual? Could that be true? Could that be yes, okay, so it could be. I was thinking maybe it's just me his ways in the spirit. Okay, right. I was thinking it's just me seeing going too deep. I'm gonna be, y'all probably think I'm crazy. I really did. I said, wait a minute, Father, am I going too deep? He never said anything. I said, when I bring this before the live chat and see if they can see it. Because when I see it says, and he delighted in his way. Who made the way? Yah. What is the way? Steps. For who? A good man. And who delight in it? Yah delight in what he did. Is that right? Can you see it like that? I don't know. It sounds right, because I'm trying to figure out who's going to delight in. The man can't delight in his ways when he didn't ordered the way. The only one who ordered the way is Yah. So he has to be delighted in the order in which he made a way. You see how this is what I be telling y'all. You all be thinking Sister Deborah just be getting on here, read, hear from y'all, come on here. You all don't understand how hard it is for me to go off of one verse. I can go into this here instruction direction book and be on one sentence for a whole hour. Now y'all know that don't make no sense. I'll be on there 1 hour until the Father turned around and said, "What are you looking for?" Because it just to me, no matter what he showed me, it's like it's so much into it that I can't just pull out. So it got to be Yah, right? Okay. Okay, someone says Yah will be with you because he ordered your steps. Okay. It's like he chose the Son of Man, John the Baptist, and the Most High spoke from heaven, saying, "I am pleased." Okay, yeah, sure is. That's a good one. Now listen to this. Wayne said it's like when he chosen the Son of Man and John the Baptist, him, and the Most High spoke from heaven, said, I'm pleased. I'm well pleased, pretty much. Yeah, that was said, wasn't it? That was said. So I'm like saying, I got stuck there, y'all, in my study. That's why I had to go back. That's why he just reminded me, Deborah, stop. Don't go to 24. Back it on back. You forgot something. And I'm sitting here looking at it, highlight, knowing. But I wanted to hear it, see if y'all could. Is it me seeing this, or is it really there? You see, is it if the step? Oh, y'all get it. Y'all get it. I know y'all get it. Okay. So verse 24. Though he fall, listen to this, y'all. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down. Do y'all understand that? Father. Verse 24. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down. Who is that they talking about? Though he fall, he shall not utterly be cast down. Now, who is that fall? Blameless. Exactly. That is exactly what. You remember I was telling y'all, when Yah has ordered your steps, nobody on the earth can interfere with it. Listen to what it's saying. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down. Why? Because Yah ordered his steps. And I'm speaking this to somebody today who really still stuck on not understanding man don't order your steps. They don't tell you when to go, how to go, and in which way to go. Your steps has been ordered from the kingdom. You just got to connect with the spiritual kingdom and your spirit so you'll know what direction you should just go on, run in. And don't be caught up in all these traditions and these ways. Okay? And it says, someone says, yes, cause nothing then pluck him from Yah. Exactly. So, but the problem with this one here with 24, I want y'all to feel Yah. Come on now, y'all. Y'all got to feel him like I'm feeling him. Even when I'm just sitting here looking at it, I can't even look at it without feeling Yah. Come on now, somebody y'all got to feel him. Come on now. And how you feel him, it says, though he fall. Though he fall. You mean Sister Deborah can fall? I mean, fall real hard. Though you fall. I got you. I got you. I don't care, Deborah, if you fall frontwards. I don't care if you fall backwards. I don't care if you fall to the right or if you fall to the left or if you fall down or if you fall backwards or whatever. I got you. Feel that, y'all. You got to feel that. He's sitting here telling you, though he fall, he shall not utterly cast down. For Yah, watch this here, uphold him with that hand, which is that right hand. You see how powerful that is? That's why I say, when you see where it says, though he fall, you got to understand what's going to bag that bad boy up. That right hand. Woo-wee! That's when you know him, y'all. That's when you know him. You can rest assured, I don't care which way you fall, he going to hold you up with the power of that right hand. And that's why I feel so bad sometimes when people don't understand the right hand, the stretched out arm. It bothers me when that thing was creating everything on the face of the earth since Genesis 1 and 3 all the way down to the Revelation. And nobody saw the right hand upholding the good man up. Even when he fall, what did he says? For Yah uphold him. How do you hold him, Father? With your right hand. And what's that right hand? Your mighty power. You see that? Your mighty power. Peter denied him and he went back and got him. That's right. Sure did. You see? That's what I'm saying. You see, people do, and when y'all hear the end of it, it's going to blow your mind. And y'all going to be saying, well, why they didn't teach us this? Why didn't nobody speak? Why nobody is talking this? Because the end of this, it's going to blow your mind. So what happens? That hand, it's not just no hand, y'all. Come on now. That's why I was saying feel him. You got to feel him. Because that's what's going to catch him when they fall. That mighty right hand. That's why when you hear me saying feel him, come on y'all, y'all got to feel him. Because that's what's going. I already knew the right hand going to have him. When it fall, bam, where it fall into, right in that hand. And y'all say, I'm going to uphold him up, Deborah. He going to fall now, Deborah. He going to fall many times, but I'm going to pull that right hand up on him and I'm going to hold him up. Okay? So in Psalms 37, verse 23 and 24 is an example of this, the steps of a good man that Yah has ordered. Okay? Let's go to Psalms 19 and Psalms 119 and verse 133. I don't know if y'all know this or not. I'm going to tell y'all what he said, keep saying to me. He said, Deborah, this message is for someone. Someone in the live chat, y'all said this message is for you. I don't know who it is. He said, this message is for you. Rest assured. Rest assured, this message is for you. Okay? Psalms 119 and verse 133. Order my steps in thy word. Ooh-wee. Hold up now. Hold up, David. You going deep. David's going down deep. David didn't jump in the ocean, y'all. He went all as far as he can go. David went down deep. How did David go down deep? Anybody in the live chat? Anybody in the live chat? How did David go down deep? Listen to what here. Order my steps in thy word. Ooh-wee! David went deep. David went deep. Do anybody know? David went deep. Anybody know? When David is saying word, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with Yah, and the word was Yah. When David said, order my steps in thy word. And what was that word? That which was in the beginning. That's why I'm telling y'all, in the spirit realm, when you have the Holy Spirit, he'll take you there. Because the first thing I said, I told y'all I cannot read nothing, or I cannot hear from y'all and just be content. I got to dig all deep. That's why my hand is always held up in the wilderness. But wait a minute, Father. But what about this? And what about that? And what about this? Deborah, it ain't that deep. And when I get to Psalms 119 and see 133, and it says, order my steps in thy word. When you know what the word is, woo, and you know what the word was, and you know what the word going to be, you'll wonder, hey, David, how you pulling up like that? That's the same thing I said. You sitting here saying, order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. He's telling the Father, the steps that you have ordered is in your word. And the iniquity, let not my iniquity, my sin, have dominion over me, because you ordered my steps in your word from the beginning. Let not what I do, Father God, have dominion over what you ordered in your word. You see? And I'm like saying, well, David, what you doing going back like that? That ain't for you. But I'm learning. And it's not so much as I'm learning, I'm understanding through the Ruach how Yah had appointed them to know pretty much so much of what I know, but in a different way. You see? Because they were in a different time period. You see? Because if David's sitting here talking this, me, I'm looking at this, hey, dude, what you know about the word? These people down here think the book is the word. What are you talking about? You telling him to order the steps in the word. This book wasn't here when you was here, David. So how are you telling him to order the steps in the word? These people think the book the word, David. So how are you talking about order my steps in your word, David? They don't know about that word, David. They know about this book word, David. The word you're talking about, they don't know about, David. I'm trying to teach them that, David. But David, they think the word is the book. Right there was a power punch right there. Because in the beginning was the word. And the word was who? Yah. And that's the one David's talking about. The one who is the word. Like the word I keep trying to get you all to understand he is. David ain't talking about these books. He ain't saying to the Father, order my steps in this book. That's not what he's talking about. He's talking about order my steps in he that in the beginning was the word was with him, the word is him. That's what I'm talking about, Deborah. Tell those people. I don't care if they don't know. Tell them. I ain't talking about no book. I ain't talking about no King James book. I ain't talking about no Torah. I'm talking about who Yah is. Order my steps in you. But David, people think the book the words. So you can't convince them. You see what I'm saying? That's how you cannot just read this book and think you know. David's sitting here saying, order my steps in thy word, not words. This book was not here. So he ain't talking about this book. What word are you talking about then? And then he says, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. He's separating it, y'all. He's separating the will of the Father from his own sin, pleading with him not to let his sin have dominion over him. Because if you order my steps in your word, you are the word. The word are you, is you. The word was with you, Father, because you are the word. So if you order my steps, don't let my flesh sin have dominion over me. Woo! Let them steps that you order have authority. Woo! So this is what he's saying. He's saying the steps in thy word. So he's not talking about the flesh, y'all. He's talking about the Father's will, who the Father is. Okay? And he's separating it from the flesh, his sin. He's telling him, I prefer your steps that you order, Father, in thy word for me. I want that. Don't let the sin of my flesh have dominion over me. I want the will of your word. Because you order my steps in your will of your word. I want that. Don't let my sin have dominion over my flesh, have dominion over me, Father, y'all. David them, Solomon them, all of them. Let me tell y'all something. These people went straight to the bosom of the Most High Yah when they dealt with Yah. We ain't got the sense to even do that. We in la-la land thinking we touching the hem of his garment because we want to rule our words and control and have dominion from A to Z in any and all understanding, and you ain't got none because you can't have. Now watch this here. So now, when I get to Psalms 18 and verse 35, now we went by Psalms 119 and verse 133. I couldn't get off of there because I couldn't believe that Yah allowed David to know the word. That bothered me. It bothered me dearly. Here you are battling in the last days, trying to convince people that the word was, is, and always been. It was with him. And these people thinking the book is the word. But how did David know, Father? How did Solomon know? How did they know? Deborah, they were mine. I sunned them down to know, like I sunned you down to know. And I'm like, it's confusing. That's why the long suffering and the endurance is there on me. It's because it's confusing to be in the end days. The servant that's at the last days have a battle with trying to get people to know the basic of just the little of things. And here go David already know that the steps, his steps that was ordered by Yah in Yah word. Let's go. Psalms 18. And he wasn't talking about the words of no book. Y'all, that was a power punch. And I know y'all missed it. I hit a home run right there. Too bad nobody caught it. I would have been out, but no one caught. I hit a home run. Psalms 18. Psalms chapter 18, verse 35. Psalms chapter 18, verse 35. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand, there go that power, has holden me up, and thy gentleness has made me great. Verse 36. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip. That my feet did not slip. Now, all of this here that is in Psalms 18, verse 35 and 36, you have to be able to see all that this individual have that's supporting him. Okay? He sat and he said, thou hast given me the shield of salvation. So he gave him salvation already, y'all. And then he tells him, thy right hand has holding me up. There you go. I'm trying to understand, how did they know that back then? And the people today don't know nothing. How could that be? To me, that is so powerful for them to have known about the right hand. And here we are in the year of 2024. People think it's their hand. They got them what they got. That brought them where they at. That's taking them where they going. Their own hand. They wouldn't even consider. I understand, David. I understand where David's coming from. Because all the wars he fought, it took the right hand for him to get victory. Or else he would have never survived, ever. That's too much stress on anybody to be fighting wars like that. So something had to have fought the war for him. But I have a problem. Because he's calling out in Psalms 18 in verse 35. He's calling out the shield of salvation. You have given me the shield of salvation. And then you upholding me with your right hand with that power. And then thy gentleness has made me great. Verse 36, and thou hast enlarged my steps. Now listen to this. The reason why he's enlarging his steps, to make room for him so it won't slip. He enlarging my steps under me, that my feet do not slip. Want some assurance, baby? I got you. Even if I got to enlarging the steps, I got you. I got you. Yah is talking to somebody out there. I don't know who it is, but he's talking to somebody. He wants you to know that consider these verses. Apply them to your spirit. And don't let them go. Trust in the fact that I got you. I ordered your steps. Ooh, David, y'all know y'all doing it in on me because I love this here, but I just didn't think that they had it all like that. I mean, that it's beautiful though. It is. But why is it beautiful to me that they had it like that? It's because I didn't know they had it like that. But what it's showing me in the spirit realm is those back then were, in their time, they didn't know they had it either. Because it was only a few, like you see us today, narrow gate. So he's saying that they had it and no one even considered it. That's why when you get this book, you run in your mouth and you're trying to teach and preach and lead people and have churches and being a watchman, a seer, a maureen, a priest, a pastor, a bishop, an evangelist, a prophet, and a prophetess. Y'all being all these titles and ain't got no food for the spirit to bag none of it up and land none of it down. But then David, hey Solomon, where y'all at? And here it is today. Sister Deborah, not a dead prophet, but a living one, here to tell you today. There are more people away from it than it is up on it. They have no idea what I'm talking about. So here we go. We're going to Psalms 143. We're going to Psalms 143, and then we're going to hear something Job going to say. Job got something to say too, y'all. Job got something to say. But Psalms 143, verse 8. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I shall walk. Those steps, y'all. walk? Can you walk without steps? Can you step without walking? They come hand in hand. So this one right here is still talking about the steps. Listen to what it says. Psalms 143 and verse 8. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning. For in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I shall walk. You see? You notice the steps still has Yah in front of it, in the back, and on every side. That's why he's really delighting in it, because he knows he's in the walk with the individual that's taking the walk. He know he is the walk with the individual who's taking the steps. You see? That's why he's delighting in it. Because it's not the person taking the steps, it's him that created the steps for him to walk. That's why he's delighting in it. Now here he says, cause me to know the way wherein should I should walk. For oh no, my battery. Let's see here on one. Let's get this here right quick. Oh, let me see what's going on with my, oh, it's not plugged up. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay, I hope that worked out. Let me pull this back up here. Okay, now he calls me. We in Psalms 143 and verse 8. He caused me to know the way wherein I should walk. So do you think that Yah ordered your steps and left you there? No, he didn't do that. That's why he's delighting in it. He didn't leave you. That's why he's delighting in the fact that, hey, I ordered those steps. Y'all, look. Hey. I did that, y'all. Check it out. Look, I ordered those steps. Okay? For I lift up my spirit unto thee. He can't, it says in here, soul. We know that the soul can't look up to the, it's his spirit looks up. His spirit lift up. Wait a minute. I lift up my spirit unto thee. Y'all don't deal with your flesh. No soul either. That's some old man-made mess. You glorified him in your spirit. His spirit to your spirit to his. But the ideal of what he's saying, you cause me to know the way wherein I should walk. You cause me to know the way. Because he is, and he is the steps itself that he has ordered. That's why. Okay, so let's go to Job. Job has something to say in Job chapter 23, verse 10 through 11. Job is talking about some steps here. And let's see if we can cover what Job is saying here. In Job chapter 23, in verse 10 through 11. But he knoweth the way that I take it. Do y'all see how Yah is keeping an eye on you? He's really fascinated with these steps, huh? He delighting in it. And he constantly showing you the way. Now here in Job 23, verse 10, it says, but he knoweth the way that I take it. He got a tab on it, you all. He got a tab on your steps. Why would you say that, Deborah? How do you think He says, even when you fall, I'm going to hold you up. You see how close a tab he got? You see? He see you even when you fall. He going to pull you up. Boy, y'all need to glorify him in your spirit. Because if you just think of that. And here go Job. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he has tried me, but he already know the way I take, Deborah. Even though he tried me, but he already know my steps. He had already ordered it. He knows the way. He knoweth the way that I take. Job, if you fall, who gonna pick you up? Didn't he say he'll uphold you? So he got to keep an eye on your way. Because your way is your steps that he has ordered. When he has tried me, verse 11, my foot has held his steps. Now, this is what I'll be trying to tell y'all. How did Job know that? How did Job know that let me say it like he said it. Job chapter 23, verse 11. My foot has held his steps. So you think that, watch how Job is saying it now. Just pay attention. His way have I kept and not declined. Job never claimed it to be his steps. Woo! Bam! Job ain't saying these are my steps, even though Yah ordered those steps for him. The steps are still Yah's. The steps are always going to be Yah. It's Yah's steps. So you tell me how you going to have the audacity to say this is my life. Nobody tell me what to do. I do what I want. I got a choice. What choice do you have in those steps, baby? Somebody need to talk to me because she can't talk to me because she ain't going to make no sense. You see? Now listen to what Job is saying. Job chapter 23 and verse 11. He's telling everybody, why ain't nobody preaching and teaching this? Why haven't no one taught this in the way and in the realm of spirit and truth where the light can be on? Listen to what Job said. My foot has held his steps. Wait a minute, Job. What, those steps ain't yours, Job. Hey, Job. Hey, Job. Ain't you walking them steps? You mean them steps ain't yours? No, Deborah, they never were. Watch this here. His way have I kept. The way of what? The steps. Job's letting you know. He's letting you all know the way of the steps in which Yah has ordered. I want y'all to know I have kept. Woo. Job ain't saying his steps. Job said, Yah's steps have I kept and not declined. See, y'all run around here. Now tell me, how can you have a free will? How can you have a free choice over that? You got a free choice to be a fool all your life. That's what you're a free choice to do. Because this is why nobody has no respect for him. This is why no one has the honor to praise, to exalt him or magnify him. Because they put him in the little black box and they think they doing something because they got him there. You losing out because your steps ain't. Don't give the secret, Deborah. Don't give the secret, Deborah. Get back to Job. Okay, Job chapter 23 and verse 11. My foot has held his steps. My foot has held his steps. Whose steps? Yah's steps that he ordered for Job. His way. Now he's talking about Yah's way. Have I kept? You see? This is why I be trying to tell y'all, instead of giving yourself all the glory and honor, try and look. If you run around here talking about you know spirit and truth, or I understand, I got the Holy Spirit, I got the Ruach, I got vision, and you don't even know the simple things. of Yah. But yet you got it all. It's so confusing to me. And here Job is just letting you know he got it all, not me. Them his steps. Why? Those steps were ordered by his word. You just walking in them. But they belong to Yah. So here Job says, his way have I kept. See, he even keeping his way. The way to what? The steps that he gave him to walk therein. He knows that the steps are not his. Now listen to this. If we're sitting here reading that the steps belong to Yah, then what do you think about when I say about the word? The word belongs to Yah, but the words belong for instructions and direction of the flesh. We are to study it, and then the Ruach can come and bring it into a oneness of understanding. So the word is lost with the cause and without one. And it doesn't matter because heaven already orchestrated the hell, the lake of fire, and the eternal kingdom of heaven. It's over. Okay. So I like that, Job. I think you did a pretty good. I think Job did a pretty good an example of the step, giving the glory to the Father, who is the step itself. Okay, and knowing that the steps is a way of Yah, ooh, and not of his. We run around here thinking where we going, how we walking, what we talking, what we wearing, what we looking, what we saying is all us. Oh, it's all about me. I don't even think it's people. People don't even. Let me go back down. First Peter chapter 2. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 21. First Peter chapter 2, verse 21. And it reads, for even there hereunto were ye called because of the power, which is Christ, also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye shall follow his steps. Now, somebody break that code. Somebody please. Can somebody break that code right there? Can you really break that code? Let me hear something. Can somebody break that code? Can somebody break that code? 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 21. For even thereunto were ye called because of Christ, also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye shall follow his steps. Okay. The question is again, I'm trying to see how I should put it. You see where it says follow his steps? What is the example? What is the example? For us, leaving us an example. What is the example? Hamashiach. There it is. The power. There it is. You got it. You good. You got it. Hamashiach. That's it. Following the power. That's the steps, y'all. That's the steps. Want me to tell you why that's the steps and not Yeshua? Want me to tell you why that's the steps? Who's the head of the church? Who is the head of the church? Hamashiach, Christ. That's the head of the church. You see? The power. Christ. That's it. So that's why he said that ye shall follow the steps of the power of Hamashiach, which is Christ. See, even Christ, the power, had steps that we should follow. But it rests in the power. That's why we're under the head. We are the body. Okay? So even that, I like the idea. It says his steps. Christ. Hamashiach. You see? That's the example. To follow that power. So how can they follow the power, Father? They know not what the power is, what the power was, what the power going to be. So how, therefore, can they follow that which they know not? Oh, Deborah, it's over. It's finished. 2 gates, baby. Only 2 gates. I didn't make a third one. And I ain't finna pull up a new one. Only 2 gates. Okay? Now, that's beautiful there too. 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 21, because it takes you somewhere deep. It takes you to the body of Hamashiach, which is Christ. Okay? And it's telling you you're supposed to be following the steps of that power. Why would you say that, Deborah? It's because Christ didn't follow his steps. He followed the steps. Yeshua didn't follow his steps. He followed the steps of the Son of Man, which is Christ, Hamashiach. Even he himself used the power, the word, and the spirit of Yah to complete his mission. So we now come under the head, which is Christ. That's why he had to go. But he said Yah would send another comforter with the what? The same criteria in which he had. The word, the spirit, and the power. Hamashiach. Okay. Now we got Proverbs 16 and verse 9. I'm not going to hold you all long. I'm almost done. Proverbs 16 and verse 9. Oh, now they done stepped over in my territory. Proverbs 16 and verse 9. A man's heart devises his way. I think I'm saying it right. But Yah, you see how he take him out of himself? Directs his steps. Y'all see that? You see how he took man. Now, and this is why I was trying to teach people, they need to understand, they really need to understand that the spirit has a heart and a mind. Okay? The flesh has a heart and a mind. The word have taught us the flesh heart and the flesh mind overpower the spiritual heart and the spiritual mind. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Okay? But that's how we all were taught. We really were, if we came out of the Christian church or pretty much any of these religions. A lot of them had no idea that Yah's right hand was his power, was Christ, was his beloved, was the Son of Yah that came down with the Son of Man. No one has any idea of that. They have no idea that that's that power. When Yah spoke word, the power brought forth and created all things. That's why he told the power, his own right hand, let us. Silly. All this other stuff, everybody said it is, oh, us as angels, oh, us is the second God, or this, sit y'all tails down. Us is not the Son of Man. The Son of Man is born of the flesh. He wasn't in the spirit. Okay? He was talking to himself. From Genesis 1, verse 3, let, bam, bring forth. Oh, I see. It's good. Let, bam, bring forth. Oh, I love it. That's how he rumbled in creating everything. And he gets no glory. He gets no honor. He gets no praise. And people walk around like, so what? Because they don't respect that power. But I also understand after today, when I break this thing down, I understand pretty much something I kind of try to wing away from. And I think it's probably because I believe too, I'll be wanting, just like y'all said, that everyone will be saved. And with that same mindset, I would want everybody, I have to own the thing on the fact that it's impossible, okay, from the kingdom. So when you go to Proverbs 16 and verse 9, a man's heart devieth his way. He's speaking of the flesh. There go the flesh heart, y'all. Let me check. A man's heart. He's talking about the flesh. Device his way. That's the flesh. But Yah directs the steps. That's the order, y'all. Whether we like it or not. That's the order. Wait a minute. We got free will. We got free choice. We got free choice. We got a free will choice. You ain't got the free will, nothing. Sit your tail down. How you going to override the right hand? How you going to override the steps? Matter of fact, how you going to override the Lamb Book of Life and the book to the lake of hell? What can you order from the kingdom down here on the earth? Nothing. Sit down and stop clowning. Okay? So here in Proverbs 16 and verse 9, a prime example where he shows you two. He shows you the heart of a man goes one way, but the steps Yah ordered. That's the final call, y'all. That's like saying, look, you can say what you want, bro. I rule those steps. I order those steps. Okay? That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay? So let's go to stick with, that's beautiful, y'all. Y'all should highlight that. Because a lot of people, when they come telling y'all, we got free will choice, you better tell them Proverbs 16, verse 9. Because what they don't understand, when you're dealing in the flesh, you do have free will in the flesh, but it is limited. Even it. If y'all say Deborah have to die in the next second, I'm going to be dead. Where will my flesh be then in its free will? If y'all say right here and now, Deborah fall dead, bam, he sent death, bam, then where is my free will in my flesh? So even the free will of your flesh is controlled by the power of that right hand. Sit y'all tails down and stop clowning and give him the glory and the honor that's due him. How is it he created everything and everybody try to make him stupid, but they know everything? That's that little black box people have put him in. Oh, he can stand there with you because your brain is black boxed. Black boxed. Yeah, it's gone anyway. So it's about right. So when I get to Psalms 16, verse 7 through 11, this is going to kind of throw some things off, but I'm going to pick it back up and I'm going to show y'all something. And like I said, he's speaking to somebody. Psalm 16, verse 7 through 11. Psalm 16, verse 7 through 11. I will bless Yah. I will bless Yah, who has given me counsel. My ruins also instruct me in the night season. Verse 8. I have set Yah always before me, because he is at my right hand, and I shall not be moved. This individual is actually showing y'all 24. He got sense enough to know the presence of Yah is before him 24. And that's the thing I try to explain to y'all. How did they know that back then? You know how they said in the New Testament how the Ruach came and Yeshua said, wait until he come. And when he come, he's going to for you with the Holy Spirit, and you're going to have power. He's going to teach you all things. He's going to comfort you. He's going to show you things to come. He's going to reveal things to you. And he's going to teach you all things. Something going on right here. Something going on. Let's go back here. Psalm 16, verse 7. I will bless thee, Yah, who has given me counsel. Somebody's getting counsel. My ruins also are instruct me in the night season. Somebody get some instructions in the night season. I have set Yah always before me. Ooh-wee. You mean you ain't got the rock in you? Because he is my right hand, I shall not be moved. Wait a minute, hold up. You sure it didn't come until later on? What are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? They had him then too, y'all. See how they lied? They had him then. They just had him a different way. How could he have all this going on in his body if he didn't have the Holy Spirit? You get what I'm saying? You see how the lies, but I guess it's okay because the great date is already divided. And then he says in verse 8, I have set Yah always before me because he is at my right hand. Woo-wee. He's telling you all his strength and his power is Yah. He's telling you about his own right hand is Yah. I shall not be moved. Verse 9. Therefore, my heart is glad and my glory rejoice. Ooh. Now, how is he doing all that without the Ruach in him? My flesh also shall rest in hope. Woo! You tell me ain't something up in there. Flesh gonna rest in hope? How's all this going on like this? Wait a minute. Hold up. Is this David? Who is this talking? David. The Ruach didn't come until then. Oh, no, Deborah. It just lied. He just came a different way. Around a different corner. But I felt it. Verse 9. Therefore, my heart is glad and my glory rejoice. My flesh also shall rest in hope. The flesh is lining up with the spirit, y'all. Verse 10. For thou wilt not leave my spirit in hell. This here saying, so neither will thou suffer thy holy ones to see corruption. He's actually letting you know that he is saved. How did he know that? How did David know he already got the ticket to the kingdom? How did he know that? Something had to have been greater in him. And it couldn't have been his flesh. But something inside of him. They even assure his flesh with hope. To me, this here shows you the sickness of people today. To where they had it like that back then. And people today walking around is thinking it's all about them. Oh, it's about me. Me and mine. Oh, I got it. Now, here he is sitting here telling you, verse 10. He's sitting here telling you, my flesh also, in verse 9, my flesh also shall rest in hope. Flesh? Come on now, David. Come on now. You going deep now. Now watch this here. Verse 10. For thou wilt not leave my spirit, this got soul, in hell. Neither will thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption. Now, which hell is he talking about? Anybody in the live chat know? Do y'all understand what David is saying? Verse 10. Anybody? For thou wilt not leave my spirit in hell. Neither will thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption. What is David talking about there, y'all? Anybody? I'm finna check. What is David talking about here? David said something. Anybody know? The grave. Thank you. That's real good. You knew. All right. That's what I'm talking about. The grave. He was saying, you know how you die, and you see, people don't understand. People at a paradise sleep. Their spirit is. You see? That's when we die, we go to the grave. The grave is called hell. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but it is. The grave is hell. The lake of fire with brimstone is the eternal lake of fire. That's where the books are written to send those to the lake of fire. But hell is the grave. So watch what I'm getting ready to say, y'all. Watch this here. For thou wilt not leave my spirit in the grave, neither will thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption. So it's impossible for it to say, and thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, because the flesh remains in hell. It's the only thing that he's talking about ain't gonna remain in hell is his spirit. And how do you know, Deborah? Because he said, neither will thou suffer your holy ones. He's speaking of spirit. That shoots out soul. You see? That was one verse. If you can see it in the spirit realm, it bumps out soul. You see here, he's saying that, and thou will not leave my spirit in hell, in the grave. Neither will thou suffer the holy ones to see corruption. That means when we come up out of our graves, the Holy One, we ain't going to see no more corruption. You see? But it shouldn't have been soul. It should have been spirit. Because we all go down in the grave. And we at a place called, I call it paradise of sleep. Whether you predestined to the lake of fire or whether you predestined to the kingdom. We all sleep. We all sleep. And what part of us sleep? Our spirit. The breath goes back to the bosom of the Father. And the spirit, which we have an image like unto him, goes to sleep. And our flesh lie in the grave called hell. Okay? So it's supposed to be in spirit. Okay? Listen to verse 11. Thou wilt show me the path of life. The path he's speaking of is like unto the steps. Ooh, Deborah, you ought to quit. Thou wilt show me the path of life, in thy presence and fullness of joy. At thy right hand, there are pleasures forevermore. There go that power pulling up. Who is the power? Christ. See that? We have detached Christ, Hamashiach, from us and don't even understand that's our head. We in the body, he's the head. And just imagine that head having all that power. And we walk around here like we are the power itself. We all that and some. But he says, once you Ruach come and live in you, you shall receive what? Christ, the power. And those things should cause you to be able to do all kind of miracles and signs and wonders. And you wonder why you don't. Because you don't believe in nothing. It's all a game for everybody. Everything is a joke. Everything is a game. Everything is playing. And it's okay, the Father says. Because I'm going to show you how he shook me up. He opened the door and said, okay, come on, you can come on in. And when I got in, he revealed something to me that I've been asking him about. And what I was asking him about, let's go to Genesis 3:15. In Genesis 3:15, it sealed this whole message for me. And Yah went on and let me know. No, Deborah, everybody ain't coming in. It wasn't ordered. It wasn't signed in. It wasn't predestined. It wasn't ordained, nor was it foreknew before the foundation of the world that everybody gonna come in just because they say, we the people, we the Hebrew Israelite, we the true Jews, or we the Christians, we the Catholic, we the true Jews over in Israel, or we the Islam, or we the Buddha, or we the no, they are nothing. The key still rests, and I'm gonna close out. And here is the mystery: the key still rests in Genesis 3 and 15. Let's go. In Genesis 3 and 15, Satan had no idea that he was, hey, where's my battery? Satan had no idea. Ooh, 1 minute. I'm going to go on and do this behind me. I really don't like doing this here behind me, but I don't want to lose this here. Now, let's sum that up, y'all. The steps. The one thing I like about hold firm, and yeah, you all have heard me over and over and over regarding Genesis 3 and 15, but it backs up the steps, y'all. It backs up the steps. Okay. So I'm finna lay this out, how he let me come in the door. So when I get to Genesis 3 and chapter 3, Genesis chapter 3, verse 15, Satan had no idea that the Father was giving him seeds. Okay. This is why he spoke to Satan first before he went to Eve and Adam. A lot of it, but I'm trying to paint the picture so you can kind of see the spirit of truth in it. Okay. So in Genesis chapter 3 and verse 15, it says, I would put intimacy between thee and the woman. So it led me to understand he's talking to Satan and he's saying thee and the woman. When he is a spirit, Satan is a spirit. And he's saying the woman represent a spirit. Okay. So, but it is a spirit of Yah. And he's letting him know, I'm going to put intimacy between your seed and my seed. Okay. And he said between thy seed and her seed. Then he said, and then he said, it shall bruise your head. The head represent his plans. The serpent, Satan's plans, is going to get crushed. Okay. How? And thou shalt bruise his. Notice it says his heel. Right there, a heel is connected to the steps, y'all. What he's saying to you all is minds that's coming back to eternal. Those that are in me, Deborah, they're coming home. Okay? They were ordered. Their steps were ordered. This is why their heel is bruised. Something went out after their steps that I ordered for them. It couldn't defeat the steps because I am the steps itself that has been ordered for the individual. But it bruised the steps, the heel of he that was given the order. You see? This is why the heel is in here. When you crush somebody's head, you can kind of put the head together as far as you crush their thoughts, their mind, their plans. You know what I'm saying? So when you crush the head of the serpent, that's what you're doing. When he try to pull up and do something or do something to you or whatever, your heel, which is the steps that Yah has ordered in your life, is to crush his head. And how do you suffer? Your heel is bruised, but Yah got your steps. Woo, Deborah, you ought to quit. Your heel is bruised, but Yah got your steps. You see? Yah covers your steps. He's the step itself. That's why your heel is bruised, because he come in and he caused you to do things you ain't got no business doing, and he harmed the steps that Yah has ordered for your life and caused you to go down a step or two. And we do. We supposed to steps. You're supposed to move forward, go up. A lot of us has fell all down the steps, rolling down the steps, and got to get right back up and go right back according to the steps that Yah has ordered in your life. Falling down the steps, missing the steps, is when people have been on drugs, alcohol, lust, all this wicked and evil thing. That's why your heel is bruised. But y'all got your steps. Guess what? He ordered them. Satan can't have your steps because they belong to Yah. But he can bruise your heel. See, 99.15 trillion don't know that. They think the steps was Yeshua. Use a lie from the pit of hell. They thinking the woman seed was Yeshua coming on the seed born of a woman. Use a lie from the pit of hell. It's our lives. It's our lives that Yah has ordered for us. But the only thing the devil can do is bruise our heel. But we can crush his head every time. Why? Because Yah got our steps already in his right hand. Woo! So Satan gonna lose every time. But your heel gonna get bruised. When David saw that lady, husband, that was his heel getting bruised. His whole mission getting bruised. You see what I'm saying? Anything that any one of them done, that's their heel getting bruised. But their steps, y'all got him in control. He holding their steps. He has ordered their steps. Why? Because they're the returners, y'all. They're going to return back to the kingdom. They're going to return back to the kingdom, no matter what they do. Remember, he was saying blameless. That's what that's all about. Why? Because your steps was ordered from the kingdom. Right from the kingdom, y'all. From the throne was David and them steps ordered. And your steps ordered too. So what you get down here and you end up getting on crack? So what you get down here, you end up getting on alcohol? So what you get down here caught up on lust and porno? He said he going to uphold you with his what? His right hand. Why? Because he holds your steps. He ordered them from the kingdom. It is too hard for people to understand that Yah has all the authority and the power and the control. I give it to him. He's entitled. I magnify him. I glorify him. I trust him in all that he is. I don't want none of it. I don't want to think it. I don't want to feel it. I don't want none of it. Because can't nobody be what he is. So when you get here and you wonder why the heel of his, it was her seed, but his heel, it's because you have to be in the spirit realm to understand a heel is what you need to take a step. It's your feet. You need your heel. It get bruised by life, living. The flesh causes you to do things that you shouldn't be doing. But Yah telling you, I'm going to uphold you with my right hand. When you fall, I'm going to uphold you with my right hand. Why? Because I got your steps. So he informed me when they opened up the door and told me to come in. He said, you know how you be talking about how is it everybody is thinking they coming? How is it everybody thinking they heaven bound? They in the Lamb Book of Life. They holy than thou, or they got all spirit and truth. They got the light. No, baby. You see how sharp it is? You see how sharp? That's why the narrow is constantly being told to me about the narrow. So right here in Genesis, this is where you see the heel. The heel is letting you know that Yah is going to allow your heel to be wounded by the serpent. But he ain't going to be able to have your steps. That's Yah's. Anybody in the live have any questions? But I say unto you, me understanding that it's okay to embrace the fact that no, everybody is not going to end up in the kingdom. Everybody is not going. Everybody, like he said, they say Lord, Lord, and all this. No, he said, check. Genesis just told you about the hill. Check the steps. These steps were ordered. These steps are mean you get down here and you trying to play holy than now because you got your fringes on. You got your head wrapped. Another thing, we all messed up, y'all. I want to tell y'all, in the kingdom, there is no color but light. Spirit. We're going to be a spirit. It's no a male, female, or white, black. It ain't going to be none of that. Because before it was an earth where people were on it, it was just angels, spirit. We're going back to. And it's a blessing to come back and make people understand that all nations, and I'm sitting here looking at that, I said, how could a people, Father, been on this devil platform for the last 15, 20 years, keep telling people it's only them? When everything in their instructions and direction book through the Ruach shows them all nations. So what are they getting? It's just them. And when they say them, they don't understand. It's still going to be spirit. It's still not going to be a color. It's not going to be a nationality. It's not going to be a male or a female, Jew nor Gentile. And that's where they messed up from the floor. It's not going to be that. Now, it has been said how certain names are going to be on gates, but it ain't going to make you higher and someone else lower. You see what I'm saying? And I, myself, still question that because that's that same game on the earth. I would question it. Is it going to go on in the spirit? No. I believe that when they did certain things and they smeared and they added and they took away, I think it's still a big part we're missing. I know one part we're missing is when we think that it's about different races. What one is doing that the other one is not. What one is doing and the other one is not. I think we all messed up from the floor, even Sister Deborah. And when you own that thing, I had to tell my daughter, I was telling her, you got an issue with controlling people with your emotions and your feelings. I said, it's a heavy spirit. And I told her it's like sorcery or witchcraft. She said, oh, Mama, you shouldn't say that. That ain't nice. I don't know how to control my feelings. I just start crying all the time. I'm just no, baby. No. This thing is deep. I told her that it's deep. I said, what you think it is, it's not. It's deeper than that, baby. You see, you try to control individuals with your emotions and your feelings. And especially, she looking at the idea that she's dating and she can control her surroundings with her feelings and her emotions. That's the fallout her and I have always had. Don't roll up on me with that mess.